There are mornings when we wake up and the weight of the world seems to rest on our shoulders. We open our eyes and before our feet even touch the ground, our minds are already racing with worries about what the day might bring. The bills that need paying, the family issues that need resolving, the health concerns that keep us awake at night, the business challenges that seem impossible to overcome. But what if I told you that this very moment, right now, is the perfect time to turn everything over to the one who holds tomorrow in his hands? Lord, I come to you this morning, not with perfect faith, but with a heart that needs you desperately. I wake up knowing that without your strength, I am nothing. Without your guidance, I am lost. Without your protection, I am vulnerable to every storm that life throws my way. But with you, Lord, I know that I can face anything this day brings. I know that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, because you have already gone before me to prepare the way. Father, as I begin this daily prayer, I ask you to fill my heart with the kind of courage that doesn't come from my own strength, but from knowing that you are with me. The kind of courage that doesn't deny the challenges ahead, but faces them with the confidence that comes from walking with the Almighty God. You see, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite the fear, knowing that you are bigger than any obstacle I might encounter today. I think about the story of David facing Goliath, and I remember that it wasn't David's size or strength that won the battle. It was his unwavering faith in you, Lord. He knew that the battle belonged to you, and that's the same confidence I need today. Whatever giants I'm facing, whether they're financial pressures, relationship problems, health issues, or dreams that seem impossible to achieve, I know that with you, all things are possible. Lord, I pray for courage to face the difficult conversations I've been avoiding. You know the ones I'm talking about. The discussions with family members that need to happen, the hard truths that need to be spoken in love, the boundaries that need to be set with wisdom and grace. Give me the words to speak and the heart to listen. Help me to approach these situations not with anger or frustration, but with the kind of love that seeks understanding and healing. I also pray for courage in my workplace today. In a world where integrity sometimes seems like a disadvantage, help me to stand firm in my values. When others are cutting corners or compromising their principles for quick gains, give me the strength to do what is right, even when it's difficult. Let my work ethic be a testimony of your goodness in my life. Help me to be the kind of employee, employer, or business owner who brings your light into every interaction. Father, I need courage to trust your timing in my life. I confess that sometimes I get impatient with your plans. I see others around me achieving their dreams, getting promotions, buying houses, starting families, and I wonder when my breakthrough will come. But today, in this prayer of the day, I choose to trust that your timing is perfect. I choose to believe that you are working all things together for my good, even when I can't see the bigger picture. Have you ever felt like giving up on a dream that God placed in your heart? I have. There are days when the vision seems so far away, when the obstacles seem so big, that it feels easier to just settle for less. But today I'm asking for courage to keep believing, to keep working, to keep hoping. I'm asking you to remind me that you are the God who makes all things new, who opens doors that no one can shut, who provides ways where there seems to be no way. Lord, give me courage to love unconditionally today, especially in my family relationships. Marriage isn't always easy. You know that if you're married. There are days when love feels more like a choice than a feeling. But I pray for the strength to choose love, to choose forgiveness, to choose understanding over being right. Help me to see my spouse through your eyes, to speak words that build up rather than tear down, to be the kind of partner who reflects your love. For those who are single, I pray for courage to trust that you have a plan for their lives too. In a society that often makes people feel incomplete without a partner, give them the confidence to know that they are whole in you. Help them to use this season to grow closer to you, to develop their gifts and talents, to serve others with joy, knowing that you hold their future in your loving hands. I pray for courage for parents who are raising children in these challenging times. Lord, parenting has never been easy, but today's world presents unique challenges. Help parents to guide their children with wisdom, to set boundaries with love, to be examples of your grace and truth. Give them courage to have difficult conversations about faith, values, and the pressures their children face from peers and society. And for the children and young people listening to this daily prayer, I ask for special courage. Courage to stand, up for what's right in school, courage to resist negative peer pressure, courage to pursue education and dreams despite financial limitations, courage to honor their parents and elders even when it's not popular. Help them to see that their future is bright because you have plans to prosper them and not to harm them. Father, I need courage to face my fears about health and aging. None of us know what tomorrow holds for our physical bodies, but I pray for peace that comes from knowing that you are in control. Whether facing a current health challenge or worrying about future ones, help me to trust in your healing power while also being wise about taking care of the body you've given me. Give strength to those who are battling illness right now and comfort to families walking through difficult medical journeys. Lord, I pray for financial courage today. In a world where economic pressures seem to be increasing, where the cost of living keeps rising, where job security feels uncertain, I need courage to trust you as my provider. Help me to be a good steward of what you've given me, to work diligently, to give generously, and to trust that you will supply all my needs according to your riches in glory. Give wisdom to make wise financial decisions and contentment with what I have while working toward improvement. I think about the woman with the issue of blood who pressed through the crowd to touch the hem of your garment. She had courage born of desperation, but also faith that one touch from you could change everything. Lord, I'm pressing through my own crowds of doubt, fear, and discouragement to reach out to you today. I believe that this prayer of the day, this moment of connection with you, can transform how I face the hours ahead. Give me courage to forgive those who have hurt me. Forgiveness isn't always easy, and sometimes it's a process rather than a one-time decision. But I know that holding on to unforgiveness only hurts me in the end. Help me to release the anger, the disappointment, the desire for revenge, and choose the freedom that comes from forgiving as you have forgiven me. This doesn't mean I have to trust unwisely or put myself in harmful situations, but it means I can let go of the burden of resentment. I pray for courage to step out of my comfort zone today. You've placed dreams and calling in my heart, but sometimes fear keeps me playing it safe. Whether it's starting a business, pursuing further education, applying for a new job, or simply speaking up in a meeting, give me the boldness to take the steps you're leading me to take. Help me remember that you haven't given me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. Lord, I need courage to be authentic in a world that often rewards pretense. Social media and societal pressure can make us feel like we need to present a perfect image, but I want to be real. Help me to be honest about my struggles while also maintaining hope. Let my authenticity draw others to you rather than to admiration of me. Give me courage to admit when I don't have all the answers, when I'm struggling, when I need help. For those listening who are facing addiction or destructive habits, I pray for special courage today. The courage to admit there's a problem, the courage to seek help, the courage to take it one day at a time. Addiction doesn't define you, you define us, Lord. You see potential where others see failure. You see redemption where others see hopelessness. Give strength for this day, this hour, this moment, to make the right choice. I pray for courage in my faith journey itself. Sometimes doubt creeps in, especially during difficult seasons. Help me to see that having questions doesn't make me faithless, it makes me human. Give me courage to bring my doubts to you rather than hiding them, knowing that you can handle my wrestling just as you handled Jacob's. Strengthen my faith through your word, through prayer, through fellowship with other believers, through seeing your hand at work in my life. Father, give me courage to serve others today, even when I don't feel like I have much to offer. Help me to see that service isn't about having abundance to share, but about having a willing heart. Whether it's a kind word to someone who looks discouraged, helping a neighbor with groceries, or simply listening to someone who needs to be heard, show me opportunities to be your hands and feet in the world. I think about Queen Esther, who was reminded that perhaps she came to the kingdom for such a time as this. Lord, help me to see that I'm not here by accident. The challenges I'm facing, the position I'm in, the relationships I have, all of these are part of your plan to use me for your purposes. Give me courage to embrace my role in your story, knowing that you've equipped me for whatever you've called me to do. If this daily prayer is speaking to your heart, if you feel God stirring something in your spirit right now, would you take a moment to give this video a thumbs up? Your like helps this prayer reach other people who might desperately need to hear these words today. Someone out there is facing their biggest challenge, and God might use your simple click to get this message to them at exactly the right time. Lord, I pray for courage to handle criticism and opposition with grace. Not everyone will understand my faith, my choices, or my dreams, and that's okay. Help me to respond to negativity with love, to criticism with wisdom, and to opposition with persistence. Let me remember that even Jesus faced rejection and criticism, so I shouldn't be surprised when it comes my way. Use these experiences to build character and resilience in me. I need courage to invest in my personal growth and development. Sometimes it's easier to stay stuck in familiar patterns, even when they're not serving me well. Give me the boldness to read books that challenge me, to develop skills that stretch me, to pursue education or training that advances me, to build relationships that sharpen me. Help me to see that investing in myself is also investing in my ability to serve you and others better. Father, for those who are grieving loss, whether it's the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, the loss of a job, or the shattering of a dream, I pray for courage to keep going. Grief is hard work, and healing takes time. Give them strength for today, hope for tomorrow, and the assurance that you are close to the brokenhearted. Help them to honor what they've lost, while still being open to what you have ahead. I pray for courage to be generous in a world that encourages hoarding. Help me to give not just financially, but with my time, attention, encouragement, and skills. Let me remember that I can't outgive you, and that there's always enough when I trust your provision. Whether someone needs practical help, or just needs to know that someone cares, give me eyes to see and courage to act. Lord, give me courage to admit my mistakes and learn from them, rather than making excuses or blaming others. Help me to see failures as opportunities to grow, rather than reasons to quit. When I fall short of my own expectations or disappoint others, give me the humility to apologize genuinely and the wisdom to do better next time. Let my mistakes become stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. I think about Paul writing from prison, encouraging the churches to rejoice always. He had courage that wasn't dependent on his circumstances, and that's the kind of courage I'm asking for today. The kind that can find reasons to be grateful, even in difficult seasons, that can maintain hope even when the situation looks hopeless, that can trust your goodness even when life doesn't feel good. Give me courage to set healthy boundaries in my relationships. Sometimes love requires saying no to protect our well-being or the well-being of others. Help me to distinguish between being loving and being enabling, between being helpful and being taken advantage of. Give me wisdom to know when to give more and when to step back, always motivated by genuine love rather than guilt or people-pleasing. Father, I pray for courage to pursue excellence in everything I do, not for my own glory, but as an offering to you. Whether I'm washing dishes, teaching children, managing a business, or serving in ministry, help me to do it with integrity and skill. Let my work ethic be a testimony that points others to you. Give me the persistence to keep improving and growing, knowing that you deserve my best effort. I need courage to have patience with your process in my life. Some things I've been praying about for years, and I'm tempted to think you've forgotten about me. But I know you haven't forgotten. Your timing is just different from mine. Help me to keep working while I wait, to keep believing while I endure, to keep trusting while I can't see the full picture. Remind me that delays are not denials, and that you're always working behind the scenes. For those who are facing legal challenges, financial difficulties, or other situations that feel overwhelming, I pray for courage to take things one step at a time. These mountains don't have to be moved all at once. Sometimes you move them one shovel of dirt at a time through our faithful efforts. Give wisdom to know what steps to take, resources to take them, and peace throughout the process. Lord, give me courage to celebrate others' successes without comparison or jealousy. When friends get promoted, neighbors buy new houses, or family members achieve dreams I'm still working toward, help me to genuinely rejoice with them. Let their victories encourage me about what you can do, rather than discourage me about what I don't have. Use their stories to strengthen my faith in your goodness and faithfulness. I pray for courage to maintain my values, even when they cost me opportunities or popularity. In business, relationships, and social situations, there are often pressures to compromise integrity for advancement. But I want to build my life on a foundation that will last, not on quicksand that looks attractive in the moment. Help me to trust that doing right will ultimately be rewarded, even when it doesn't seem advantageous in the short term. Father, for those struggling with loneliness, I pray for courage to reach out and build meaningful connections. Loneliness can make us want to withdraw even further, but healing often comes through community. Give them boldness to join groups, accept invitations, or simply smile at a stranger. Help them to see that building relationships requires risk, but the risk is worth the reward of genuine connection. Give me courage to break generational patterns that don't honor you. Every family has struggles passed down through generations. Maybe it's addiction, financial irresponsibility, unhealthy relationship patterns, or negative thinking. But you're in the business of making all things new, and that includes family. Legacies. Help me to be the generation where things change for the better, where healing begins, where blessing starts flowing instead of curses. I think about Joshua being told repeatedly to be strong and courageous as he prepared to lead Israel into the Promised Land. You didn't tell him once. You kept reinforcing it because you knew he would need that reminder when things got difficult. Today I receive that same encouragement. Be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Lord, I need courage to trust your plan for my children and family members. As much as I want to control their choices and protect them from all harm, I know that my role is to love them, pray for them, and trust you with their futures. Give me wisdom to know when to speak up and when to step back, when to intervene, and when to let natural consequences teach them. Help me to model faith and integrity while allowing them the freedom to make their own relationship with you. Give me courage to dream big again if disappointment has made me scale back my expectations. Sometimes when we've been hurt or let down, we start expecting less as a way of protecting ourselves. But you're the God of exceeding abundantly above all we ask or think. Help me to align my dreams with your will and then pursue them with passion and persistence, knowing that with you, impossibilities become possibilities. I pray for courage to be vulnerable in appropriate relationships. Building deep connections requires the willingness to share our struggles, fears, and dreams with others. Help me to find trustworthy people who can walk alongside me in this journey of faith. Let me be the kind of friend who creates safe space for others to be real too. Community is essential for courage. We're stronger together than we are alone. Father, for those facing major life transitions, whether it's retirement, empty nest syndrome, career changes, or relocating, I pray for courage to embrace the new season with hope. Change can be scary even when it's positive, but you are the same yesterday, today, and forever. What changes are circumstances, not your character or your love for us. Help them to see transitions as opportunities for growth and new adventures rather than just endings. Give me courage to prioritize my relationship with you above all else. In the busyness of life, it's easy to let prayer time get squeezed out, Bible reading get postponed, and fellowship with believers become occasional rather than regular. But I know that my strength comes from staying connected to you, just like branches must stay connected to the vine to bear fruit. Help me to guard this relationship jealously and make it the foundation of everything else I do. I need courage to speak life over myself and others. Words have power. They can build up or tear down, encourage or discourage, heal or wound. Help me to choose words that reflect your heart, that speak hope into hopeless situations, that call forth the best in people rather than focusing on their failures. Let my speech be seasoned with grace and truth, always aimed at building up rather than tearing down. Lord, I think about the disciples hiding in fear after the crucifixion, but then boldly preaching after receiving the Holy Spirit at Pentecost. The same power that transformed them is available to me today. I don't have to rely on my own strength or wisdom. I have access to divine power through your Spirit living in me. Remind me of this truth when I feel inadequate for the tasks ahead. Give me courage to practice gratitude even in difficult circumstances. Gratitude isn't denial. It's choosing to focus on what's right rather than only on what's wrong. Help me to find reasons to praise you in every situation, knowing that thanksgiving is both an act of faith and a pathway to peace. Let my gratitude be genuine, not forced, flowing from a heart that truly recognizes your goodness in all situations. I pray for courage to invest in my physical health as an act of stewardship. My body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, and caring for it honors you. Whether that means eating better, exercising regularly, getting enough rest, or addressing medical issues I've been ignoring, give me the discipline to make wise choices. Help me to see health not as vanity, but as responsibility. I want to be able to serve you with energy and vitality for as long as possible. Father, for those who feel called to leadership in any capacity, whether in family, church, business, or community, I pray for courage to lead with humility and wisdom. Leadership isn't about being perfect, it's about being faithful. Help them to make decisions based on principle rather than popularity, to admit when they don't know something, to surround themselves with wise counselors, and to remember that they're ultimately accountable to you. Give me courage to live with eternal perspective rather than being consumed by temporary concerns. While I need to be responsible about earthly matters, help me to remember that this life is just a brief chapter in my eternal story. Let this perspective give me boldness to take risks for your kingdom, peace in the midst of storms, and hope that extends beyond current circumstances. I need courage to forgive myself for past mistakes. Sometimes I'm my own worst critic, replaying failures and missed opportunities long after you've forgotten them. Help me to receive your forgiveness completely and extend that same grace to myself. Let me learn from the past without being imprisoned by it, and move forward with confidence in your redemption and restoration. Lord, as I bring this prayer of the day to a close, I thank you for hearing every word, for knowing every need before I even spoke it, and for being present with me in this moment. I thank you that courage isn't something I have to manufacture on my own. It's a gift you give to those who trust in you. I thank you that this day doesn't depend on my strength but on your faithfulness. I declare that whatever challenges await me today, I will face them with confidence because you go before me. I will speak with boldness because you give me words. I will love generously because you first loved me. I will work diligently because you've given me purpose. I will rest peacefully because you watch over me even when I sleep. Thank you, Lord, for this time together, for your presence that never leaves us, and for the promise that you're working all things together for our good. I go into this day not with perfect understanding of what lies ahead, but with perfect trust in the one who holds tomorrow. May your favor go before me, your peace guard my heart, and your joy be my strength throughout this day. Thank you for joining me in this prayer today. I'm grateful you took this time to connect with God and start your day with courage and faith. If this prayer touched your heart in some way, I'd love for you to share it with someone who might need these words today. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss a daily prayer that could be exactly what your heart needs to hear. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments below. Share one thing you're asking God for courage to face today, or tell us how this prayer ministered to you. Your testimony could be the very encouragement someone else needs to keep going. God bless you richly, and I'll see you tomorrow for another powerful prayer to start your day strong. Until then, walk in the confidence that comes from knowing you belong to the King of Kings, and He has great plans for your life.